Greetings everyone, Zannrath here, and welcome back to more Everlasting Summer, where last time Alyssa basically kind of told us that she was going to give herself to us, and we also stole a little bit of, I think it was vodka, right, to help, I guess, facilitate the encounter. Anyways, let's go ahead and get going and get to it. I guess last time we were talking to Shurik and Electronic before we left off, but anyways, did you deliver it? The vodka, that is. Yeah, I answered lazily, poking my fork at the buckwheat kasha. No incidents? No incidents. Drop went clean, except that I stole the goods, but hey. What was in there anyway? You didn't open it, did you? He stared. No. Great. Okay, not awkward at all. Or not suspicious at all, if we didn't already kind of look in there. Finishing my meal, I went out. I was struck by a sudden yawn. Taking a nap wouldn't be a bad idea. I headed to the camp leader's cabin. It felt like the summer sun was going to melt the whole planet together with all its inhabitants. There was nowhere to hide. The sunlight seemed to reflect from every surface. Looking up, you risked going blind. Using my last bit of strength, I pulled the door handle, entered the room, and fell onto the bed. Of course, I wouldn't expect the cabin to be really cool, but it was much better than outside. Blissfully, I stretched out on the bed and closed my eyes. Strangely, sleep deserted me. I was overwhelmed with thoughts teeming in my head. Here's another theory, a solution to the problem of how I got here. Here is an explanation of what's going on here. And here is just more pointless dribble that does not actually get to the point of what he's thinking about. And here is the truth. Are the true form of all those inhabiting this place. I remembered Lena saying, "What do you think about Alyssa?" Seriously, what do I think about her? What can I think of a person I've only known for a few days? Can I just draw conclusions based on a couple of words and deeds? Although, her deeds... I laughed a bit. Any relevant organization would draw the right conclusion based on the monument bombing. Still, though, I don't care? Maybe I really don't think anything of her. Can one be interested in a person who's not interesting? I'm pretty sure that can be arranged. No, that is some sort of a absurdity. Not an absurdity. A knock on the door. It's Alyssa, right? Come in. I was too lazy to get up, so I just sat up for a little bit. Of course. The door opened, and I saw Alyssa. What a coincidence. She stopped, unsure, and stared at me for a couple of seconds. I guess you're looking for the camp leader? Why would she, though? No, she's looking for you, man. No. What's up, then? I was looking for you. Wink. She sounded calm and not aggressive at all. I caught myself, thinking I was not afraid of her and had no concerns when she behaved like that, normally. What for? I want to make everything clear. She sat on the bed across from me. What exactly? I want to clear up any misunderstandings or miscommunications. Alright, I'm for that. Have you spoken with Lena today? Yes. About what? Nothing really. You're lying. Alyssa looked stiff and worried. She crossed her legs and bit her lip. Alright, so she wants to play a little hard to get, you know. You don't understand, I'm always assumed to be guilty whenever anything happens. I don't know why that's a question, but I wonder, is Semyon gonna be like, oh yeah, I can totally relate to you now because I'm always the scapegoat and whatever, because he was talking about that before, right? And, okay, that's how they're gonna bond. Well, you are always guilty, I said thoughtlessly. A spark flashed in her eyes, but she kept talking calmly. Maybe. But, in this case, me and Lena, we're always like that. Even if she starts something, she's all innocent and I take all the blame. I can kind of see that. So, you're saying that Lena... Actually, I don't really know what you're saying. You never understood anything, do you? Or you never understand anything, do you? She fumed. This is strange. I wouldn't call myself slow. So, explain. You do know Lena likes you? She went red after those words. No. I answered truthfully. Come on, man. Didn't she tell you that she likes you on the island? Well, now you do. Okay, Semyon, you're not slow, you're just oblivious, like completely. Or just, I don't know. You just ignore what people say. Now I do. An uncomfortable silence overtook the room. I was processing what she said, and Alyssa seemed unsure of how to continue the conversation. Lena likes me. Could I have ever guessed? I mean, you don't have to be the main character of a... I don't know what you call this. It's not a dating sim, but it's a visual novel that, you know, unlikely. My intuition is usually good, but when it's about me and my feelings, it does not work at all. The weirdest thing was, I accepted the news with almost no worries. Right at the moment, I was listening to Alyssa. I was focused only on her. I could think of the rest later. And she thinks I'm going to steal you away from her. She thinks that all the time, understand? Even though it's always the other way around. Everyone looks at her because she's an angel, and nobody pays any attention to me. I think we kind of came up with that in the last episode, right? Oh, now she's crying. To them, I'm just a shoulder to cry on. Okay. Alyssa started screaming. Look, please don't get so upset. I don't think of you like that. Of course. I still had no idea what forced her to be so honest. And I'm actually not sure how this is going to lead to us, you know, doing what we're going to do. At least not for the right reasons. And I didn't know how to react. Moreover, I was not worried at all. It was like I was watching another episode of some TV series, and what was going on in the room was on the other side of the screen. I understand, I was the reason for all of it, but today Lena said it was okay. That's just like her. You've probably realized that she's not as quiet as she wants to seem. I'd started to guess. If I can do anything, tell me. Alyssa raised her eyes. Do you like me? Only then did I see she's been crying. Some sort of worry stirred inside of me. I cannot treat this conversation like I was an outsider anymore. Do you like Lena, or do you like me? Oh boy, do we get a choice here? I guess I should have expected a question like that, but I just wasn't ready. Just like that. Lena is nice, of course, but Alyssa has her good points as well. Besides, the way she was at the moment, she could seriously compete with Lena. Wait, what was the last thing he actually said to her? Just like that, I don't really know you two after all. A question like that, it's difficult to answer directly. I could say no. I would have at that moment, at that very moment. I don't know why I'm stuttering like all over myself today. But I only had one chance for the other answer as well, and I didn't know what to choose. You did want the situation to resolve itself, of course, but why but again? Why again? Why? Look, we're going nowhere with this. Yeah, these conversations are super in-depth and mature. Sophisticated even. Well, answer then. Her face fell back to its usual bold arrogance. I need time to think. Well, go ahead and think. Alyssa stood up abruptly and headed out. Oh, that's how. We're gonna find her somewhere, and then we're like, I choose you, Alyssa. And she's gonna be like, nice. Alright, let's bang. I'm like, okay. I brought the vodka. Don't forget we had plans for tonight. Okay, man. Oh, man. What if we just completely ruined it and it was like, alright, you ready to do this? I like Lutta. Oh. Total buzzkill. She said on the she said on the threshold, smiling. Oh, okay, because she's leaving. The door closed behind her. Before I could say anything. Okay. Plans? What kind of plans? The talk with Alyssa left a heavy impression on me. So, Lena likes me. Back on this again. On its own, the news could shock and startle, and I, above that, was also forced to make a choice. A difficult one, to put it mildly. And any choice I make would be a mistake for someone. If only I could refuse them both. Yeah, you actually could, man. You can't have them both, probably not, but you can refuse them both for sure. Although I didn't like the word refuse itself. If I could just answer her question with a no, it would be easier. But I knew it couldn't work like that. Kind of feel like Semyon doesn't want to get together with Alyssa. I don't know why this is a path in its own. On its own, rather. After I talked to Alyssa, I realized nothing would ever be the same again. It can't be, no matter what happens, and I'll have to make a decision. Since I rejected the no scenario, I decided to pick a positive solution. If, of course, I could live with it. Man, I kind of really feel like going with Alyssa is kind of like Semyon just like settling for Alyssa in a sense, right? But I was sure that out of all the positive outcomes, there's one that won't just satisfy everyone, but would also be one that I would want to strive for. And that choice seems obvious, Lena. She's pretty, she's cute, she's kind, so in the Alyssa bad route, we're actually still going after Alyssa. It's kind of interesting. A little different than the other girls, right? Because we were still pursuing them, but we just got a bad ending. Whereas now it seems like we are pursuing Alyssa, but in the bad ending, Semyon still chooses to pursue Lena. Alright. But then again, there was something about Alyssa that attracted me. Oh, okay, we're gonna change your mind now. And boom, Lena. Nope. Olga. Suddenly the door flew open and Olga Dmitrievna came in. Lounging around again, huh? Just resting. It's so hot out there. Go and help Slavia, she was asking around. Where? I asked lazily. On the sports field. Reluctantly, I got up and headed out. I should really air my brain out anyway. There were a lot of people at the sports ground. Some were playing football, others were playing badminton, like Luna, because she's like super hardcore pro badminton player. There were a lot of people at the sports grounds. Oh, still read that already. Younger kids were just chasing each other, like probably Olyana. Semyon! Slavia walked up to me. You required my assistance? I don't know why I think that's funny. It's... Who says that? I think that's... like, Archmage or something like that. And Hearthstone says that. That's why I think it's funny. I asked all official, like... Yeah. Listen, did you take the infirmary key? No. Why me again? Anyway. Well, you were there a lot recently. I guess she is right. No. Maybe you know who did? No. Why? The nurse came up to me to ask for my key. You know that I have a key to every building in the camp. She said hers went missing. Could she have lost it? Why? I don't know why. What relevance this is. Oh, Alyssa maybe stole the key. I'm gonna do it in the infirmary. Nice. I shrugged. No, she said she couldn't have. I don't know, okay? Okay. She smiled and ran off. I headed to the camp leader's house, determined to get some sleep after all. Olga Dmitrievna wasn't there, thank God, so I fell on the bed and lost consciousness. That's really bad, bro. I don't exactly remember what I dreamt of, but it left a heavy impression, as afternoon naps often do. And it's evening now, I guess. I put some effort into getting off the bed and looked at the clock. It was just after 7. Not surprisingly, if you think about it. I should have expected to sleep through the day. Although, as it turned out, I missed dinner as well. That thought made me uncomfortable, and I headed to the exit. Don't worry, you got a romantic dinner with Alyssa planned out, right? Probably. I stopped on the threshold and thought of what to do next. I don't know how long I would have stood there. My head was still heavy after sleep if someone hadn't called out to me. Slavia was quickly walking toward the cabin. Semyon, she started, breathless. Are you sure you don't have the infirmary key? Of course not. Why would I need it? Well, do you know who took it? No, I don't. Why? Well, something has gone missing. What? Something important. Slavia hesitated. Some medication. Oh, God. So all this disturbance was started because of some medicine? Although... Alright, who took the heroin? Come on, guys. I pondered. I mean, I have the bottle in my cabin. Did she mean that? Vodka? as medicine? I don't know. Do Russians use vodka as some sort of medication? I don't think that's what they're saying, right? I try to keep my face still as stone without doing anything to give myself away. Okay. I don't know. I'm sorry. Okay. Slavia said in frustration. I looked at her and tried to figure out how bad the situation was for me or whether I was in trouble at all. On the other hand, the vodka I did. Wait, what if Alyssa was the one who stole the infirmary key of the nurses, Violet or Viola or whatever her name is, to try to get the vodka because somehow she knew there was vodka there, and we had already done that, and now she just has a bottle of water, and it'd be funny. She's trying to steal it for our romantic night, and it's like, oh, I already had the vodka. Don't worry, I brought it. I did steal it. Then again, she said it's gone, as in disappeared, all by itself with no external influence. Although it's highly unlikely that she would say that a bottle of trophy vodka was stolen from the infirmary. So the way it was said was okay, the problem was different. I suddenly got really scared. What if they found out it was me? Even if it wasn't about the bottle, they'd still find it while looking for what was gone. Basically, I had to get a move on. And the main thing to do right now is to get rid of all the evidence. So you're just gonna chug a thing of vodka. I jumped into the cabin, shoved the bottle under my belt, and raced to the forest. Oh man, Semyon, I don't know how you are, but I kind of feel like if you stuff something down your pants, people are probably gonna notice. Burying it somewhere was the best decision at the moment. I don't understand why people always think burying stuff is the best way to get rid of the evidence. I took my time looking for a spot, never noticing night falling on the camp. See, what I would do would be I'd go to the electronics, the clubhouse, whatever, because I'm sure they have some like hydrochloric acid for whatever reason. 12 molar would be nice. And then you just like, not even hydrochloric, like probably sulfuric acid. Still 12 molar would be pretty nice. Or 12 molar urea. That's pretty harsh stuff. And then I go to the bathhouse, because for some reason I've only seen the bathhouse like once this entire play through. So obviously no one ever goes there, and you just like burn the evidence in the bathtub. But then again, it's only vodka, so I don't know. A familiar voice surprised me. Hey! I struggled to turn back, making my face look as casual as possible. Actually, hold on. You could just get some base, and you can mix the, No. What would happen if you mix a base and alcohol? Would you be able to deprotonate it and just have like a bunch of like free radicals floating around? That'd be kind of cool. So what's going on here? Oh, I'm just having a walk, I'm not excited to see you, just, vodka in my pants. My voice sounded calm, but I already understood I couldn't fool Alyssa, and she's probably going to be like, I'm not going to rat you out because, we're alike. We're both scapegoats, or whatever. Alone at night in the woods? Well, yeah, what's wrong? Nothing at all. She stared at me. She stared at a certain area of my body, I'm sure. Okay, then hold on. Aren't you forgetting something? Don't think so. We had an agreement. About tonight. I think she's right. There was something like that. Yes, but you see... No, I don't. Let's go. She turned around and gestured me to follow. Oh man, when she takes my pants off, she's gonna get a nice surprise. I'm not talking about, what she was thinking about. I'm talking about the vodka. I thought there was no point in arguing. Any words or action could get me away. Actually, he just said he put it in his belt, right? So technically, it could be on the outside of his pants, under his shirt, but that seems kind of stupid. I don't know. And then, sighing, I followed. Oh man, back to her room. This is Olyana's side, right? Is this like some Japanese like death metal or something? Don't know what that is. That looks like a tank. Russian hockey team, I guess. That cat thing. It was a couple of minutes before we reached her cabin. While we were walking, I was busy trying to find the best time and place to ditch the vodka, but Alyssa stayed so close that I couldn't manage anything. Wait, hold on. They're like 17, right? What's the legal age? What's the legal drinking age in Russia? I feel like it would be lower than what it is in the US, but I'm not sure. I think Canada is 16, right? Or no? I don't know. So I think Russia drinks more alcohol than the U.S., so I think they have a lower legal drinking age. But I don't know. But then again, I guess it could be something that they don't allow at the camp, so there's that too. Well, she stared at me. Well, what? I was so nervous that my hair was wet with sweat. The only thing on my mind at the moment was how to adjust the bottle so she wouldn't notice. What do you say? About what? Alyssa pondered. Okay, I guess you're right. I brought you here, so I'm the one to decide. Okay, I agreed, unsure. Hold on a minute. She reached under the bed and in a few seconds pulled out the bottle of... Stolicnia something vodka. I was shocked. Oh my god, it tastes so much like water. Surprised, huh? Of course. Not by the vodka itself, but by the fact that it was the exact bottle I carried to the infirmary in the morning. The murky contents gave it away. So, Alyssa looked at me teasingly. What? Wanna take a shot? Oh, I love taking shots of water. Do it like every day. I just get a whole thing of, like a whole mug of water and just drink it. I don't even care. I don't even know what to say to that. Or I didn't even know what to say to that. What she had was just rotten water. I didn't know water could rot, but okay. The real vodka was in the bottle under my belt. Well, kind of. Don't tell me you don't drink. I don't, but I'm sure Semyon does. Alyssa pouted. I don't know. No, I just... Alright then, just a second. Where's she gonna get like a shot glass though? In just an instant, Alyssa got 2 glasses and filled them to the brim. Let's do this, she said, giving me one of the glasses, and downed hers before I could answer. Ugh, she gasped. In a moment she realized, what on earth is that? She started spitting. They call this vodka? Despite my difficulty, I couldn't help laughing. Oh man, I can't help laughing either. What are you laughing at? Alyssa shouted, red in the face. I'm asking you, what's so funny? Wait, so her plan was just to drink with me. That's basically it. And then, is it because she has to be like so drunk in order to like have relations with Semyon? Is that what's going on? That's probably what it is. I'm asking you what's so funny. It actually is funny. So you're having fun? Drink yours, we'll see how you laugh then. I had no desire to try the still water, but just to avoid making her suspicious, I asked, so how does it taste? Like rotten water, Alyssa said, upset. I was just going to relax a bit, have a cultured timeout, and then it's a cultured timeout? Not a question, but, you know. I repeated as a new bout of laughter bent me in half. Hey, stop it. Alyssa shouted and jumped at me. She was trying to hit me or bite me or something. Maybe her plan was to crush me to death with her authority. I just grabbed her hands, and all I could do was grasp in powerless anger. So she jumped at me, and I'm gonna guess that somehow I end up on top of her, and I'm grasping her breasts. Probably what's gonna happen. All was going fine, but then Alyssa's leg slid, and she began to fall. I let go of her hands, so she fell right on top of me. Okay, that's a little different path, but we'll take it. Painfully headbutting me in the nose. Oh, well, that was a little unexpected. I moaned in pain, threw her off, and turned to the side. What do we have here? And she found the vodka. When I realized she had taken the bottle, all the pain disappeared. Give that back. I tried to get the bottle back, but Alyssa nimbly jumped off the bed and ran to the far corner of the room. I was gonna say, jumping at me, she's probably gonna find the vodka, but I kinda like my other idea better. Let's see, huh? She immediately removed the cap and took a big gulp. Man, she's gonna get so drunk. I don't know. In a moment, her face went red and her eyes seemed to pop out of their sockets. Doesn't seem like she's drunk. What? What is this? She rasped, while coming to her senses. That's the actual vodka. I seem to have come to terms with my defeat. But where did you get it? You really thought you'd stolen the right one from the infirmary? She nodded. Well, it was the right bottle, sure, but the contents... Man, you're clever. And that's when she realized she loved me. And that's why what's gonna happen is gonna happen. She was already starting to slur her words. Yep, she's drunk. Yep, she had to be drunk in order to do what's about to happen. Or at least what I'm thinking is about to happen. Alyssa came to the window, poured the water out of my glass, and replaced it with vodka. Come on. I don't want to. Really, this is not the right time or place. Drink it or else I'll tell everyone you stole the bottle, of course. But it was you. Well, you have the vodka. You can't prove that. You think I even have to? Well, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure if... I don't know, but she's also said that she's the scapegoat for everything too, so... But I think I'm more of a scapegoat, so yeah, I'd buy that. Alyssa said maliciously. Unsure of what to do, I stared at the glass. What's important is to get rid of the vodka. This was just one of the ways to do it. Or, you know, since she is already so drunk, you can just, like, every time you, like, pretend to take a shot, you just chuck it out the window. Right? I breathed out abruptly and swallowed the contents of the glass in one quick motion. A short moment after I regretted that. Got any food to chase this? Wait a second. Alyssa said excitedly, and she pulled a huge stick of ham out of her drawer. You mean like a pepperoni stick, I guess? I've never seen like sticks of ham, at least in the US. Like pepperoni sticks, but some gyms, I guess, maybe. I tore it from her hands and bit a big piece. Phew. So how was it? You're asking. It's not like having a full. It's not like I have full strength booze every day, you know. I didn't really understand how I'd agree to this so easily. Well, how was it? Like double bubble with vodka flavor. Like the bubble gum? Double bubble? Alright, time for another round then. Alyssa opened the bottle again, and she poured us half a glass each. Don't you think that's enough? No way. Well, since we've already started, the alcohol was starting its work. Without a second thought, I gulped down the vodka. Oh man, you definitely know that good decisions are going to be made tonight. Alyssa was definitely less experienced. She was having some trouble with her second glass. Ugh. How does it? She seemed really drunk already. Aren't you supposed to have, like, if you're Russian, aren't you supposed to have a really high tolerance? I don't know. I know it's all, like, genetic and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure, like, Russians and other, like, European people have higher tolerance for alcohol than, like, you know, like, I guess Asian. Well, actually, yeah, I'm Asian. I know a lot of Asian people don't have high tolerance, but some people do. It's a genetic thing, right? So, if you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen, I said merrily, pouring myself some more. Somewhere deep inside, I realized it was too much, but the gun was already loaded. How about me? Alyssa was outraged. Haven't you had enough? No way! She grabbed the bottle from my hand and she started to drink straight from it. Yep, good things are gonna happen tonight. Hey, we have glasses, you know. Screw 'em. She shouted and roared in laughter. This is so cool. I should try to. I don't know if I can slur when I narrate, but I'll try. She said, catching her breath. Sure, it's not bad. I looked at the bottle. We'd gone through 2/3. I was definitely drunk by that point, and Alyssa seemed even worse. Then again, there was barely anything left. I sighed and poured a full glass for myself and half for Alyssa. I'm not gonna try to slur. That's all. With these words, she chucked the bottle from the window. Okay. What if they find it? Oh, who cares? We both laughed. Okay then, for all the ladies present. I grunted and drank. And for all the gentlemen? She followed my lead. I'm getting dizzy. Wait, what happened? I just saw the... Yeah, it was like tied up and whatever. She undid a few buttons on her shirt. I carefully looked at her. I'm sure this area, right? Has she always been this beautiful? I'm pretty sure it's the alcohol, man. Or is everyone beautiful? Is everyone beautiful to me at this point? Yeah, those what do you call them? No, not rogues. Spear goggles, right? It's whatever. Whichever it was, I could not force myself to look away. Of course not, man. You're gonna stare a hole through me if you keep going like that. Alyssa laughed. Sorry. Embarrassed, I stared at my feet. You can look if you're so interested. I'm pretty sure you've seen much more, right, Semyon? Right? That's what's up. Like she said, if you haven't gotten, like if you didn't get enough of her boobs, like she'd gladly show you again, right? Albeit that was in the heat of an argument, but still, the offer's on the table. I'm sure any court would accept that as, admissible evidence. With some effort, I opened an eye and saw her continuing to unbutton her shirt. No words could escape my mouth. Besides, who needs words at a moment like this? What happened then was what was supposed to happen. At the time, I was unable to think of what was right to do, and I didn't want to. I just felt good. The light bulb burned out, or one of us turned off the light, but either way, the room went dark. Oh, what if it's Olyana coming in, turning out the lights? Man, cover her eyes, kids. I looked around her cabin and thought of something. Where's Olyana? What, are you afraid someone will come in and see us? She grinned warmly. Could happen. I asked her to spend the night at another girl's cabin. Oh, man. Olyana got sexiled. I don't even know she's old enough to know what being sexiled means. Wait, so you planned all this? Come on, Semyon. Get your head in the game. I knew what was happening. Everyone here knew what was going to happen. Well, not something like this, of course. She looked at me intently, smiled, and closed her eyes. Yeah. I stared at the ceiling for a while longer, and soon heard quiet, deep breathing. Alyssa was asleep. Dude, I don't know if that's, I don't think you did a good job if, she just falls asleep instantly. Or maybe that means you did really well. You just completely ravaged her, and she was like, I can't even stay awake because I'm just so tired. Let's go with the latter, for Semyon's sake. My head ached suddenly, the alcohol seemed to be wearing off, and I'm like, oh god, what did I do? Right? This is going to be one of those kind of instances. Regrets. Best thing to do in this case is to follow her lead and get some sleep as well. Before I finished the thought, I was already fast asleep. Solid. Day 7. Day 7. Day 7. Day 7. Got it. Alright, that's a good place to stop. So, it was pretty obvious what was going to happen. Part of it because it's in the nature of this game, and the other part of it was because, well, I don't know. When a girl, for some reason, who they said that she admitted that she liked you, and she had random plans for the night that she didn't want to disclose with you, Actually, to be honest, if that happened in real life, I probably wouldn't suspect that. But maybe you guys would. So, I don't know. Anyways, that happened. We got drunk. We did some stuff. Let's see if we're going to regret it in the morning. Or if we're going to be like, all of a sudden, I realized that I loved her, and I always loved her, and whatever, and kind of garbage like that. So, that'll happen next time. And until then, thank you for watching. Bye.